Welcome back! Has it really been a week already? You're listening to episode 109 of Midweek News. Let's get into it. The Gnome image viewer is going to get basic image editing options. Gnome 45 got a new image viewer. It will receive some basic image updating features for Gnome 48. Some of those planned features include crop, brightness and contrast control, resizing of the image, and annotation options. This is a welcome addition and might make Gnome more compelling for some people. QR style codes could replace barcodes. This write-up is a little pie in the sky when it comes to claiming that barcodes could be replaced by 2027. Digging deeper into the article, it seems that they are claiming that QR style codes could find a surge in usage specifically in food-oriented retail spaces where additional information like sell-by date can be included. I believe some industries, like libraries, will take considerably longer to make the move over to QR codes. It will be a very long and expensive road to get there. Firefox gets an AI add-on. Meet Orbit, a new AI-powered assistant for Firefox that allows you to summarize web content while you browse simply by clicking a button. It is currently in beta. The Orbit orb can be moved around the page or hidden completely and gives you options to summarize content on the page, ask Orbit like you would type a question into other AI chatbots, and summarize videos on YouTube, Vimeo, and Twitch, provided there is a transcription available. Orbit is built to be privacy-friendly. The Mistral 7B large language model powers Orbit and is hosted in the cloud by Mozilla. After playing with it for a bit, I think it will make a nice supplement to GPT-4All, which I have currently been using on my local machines. Gramps, the family tree software, is now available on Flathub. Gramps is a great cross-platform and open-source genealogy program. There's now a community-built Flathub package for version 5.2.3 available on Flathub. This is handy if you like the idea of sandboxed applications on your Linux machine. You can, of course, still get the software from traditional sources for Linux, macOS, and Windows. Debian 13 Trixie Alpha installer is now available. Ladies and gentlemen, start your testing. Closing out 2024 was the release of the first alpha of what will become Debian 13, featuring the 6.12 kernel, which may end up being the default kernel in the full release, although that is not yet a certainty. Debian 13 will add various hardware improvements, including support for RISC-V64 architecture. The installer has seen some refinements in this alpha, and I will absolutely be spinning up a Debian 13 VM to start my testing and watch how it evolves over the first half of the year before its full release. vokoscreenNG. VocoScreen is one of those handy utilities that can be used on both Linux and Windows. Of particular note, on Linux, it is one of a handful of screen recorders that is known to work on Wayland systems, which are becoming more common these days. The link in the show notes is for the community-built Flatpak version. You can, of course, head to the website and grab the Windows version, which might make a nice lightweight alternative to OBS Studio in certain circumstances. PeaZip 10.2 Archive Manager released with Qt 6 package for Linux. Concentrating on the Linux version, this release adds a Qt 6 compiled binary package and adds alpha quality GTK3 binary packages for testing purposes. Common improvements for all platforms in this version include upgrade to the 7Z backend to version 24.09, and updates to the progress Windows icon to match the chosen compression format. You can view the changelog on the project website, available for Linux as a traditional package or as a Flatpak, also available for macOS and Windows. S3 drive, end-to-end encryption storage front end. I became aware of this utility through an update from Flathub. The application actually runs on Android, iOS, a web app, and on desktop for Linux, macOS, and Windows. What makes this utility interesting is that it supports a wide variety of storage backends, including rclone, which makes a nice alternative to the Mullvad Browser app. You can use the free version with some restrictions at absolutely no cost. The lifetime personal license, which includes current features, roadmap features, community features on all platforms, security updates, bug fixes, performance updates, support for Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, and many others, is available for €59, which at this time of recording is approximately $60.78 US. I am definitely putting this on my list of software to test out in 2025. Before we continue, I want to point your attention to the Store tab on the Practical IT channel. This is brand new for 2025, and you can now get your choice of merch with the Practical IT logo on it. Currently in the store are men's and women's t-shirts and sweatshirts, along with stickers, coffee mugs, and a tote bag. This is just the beginning, and more items will be added soon. Right now, there is an introductory 25% discount on any merchandise purchased. Take a look. And if there's something that you don't see, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll see what I can do for you. And now, back to the show. The importance and power of bash scripting. Sure, there are more trendy things to learn out there these days, but if you're interested in Linux system administration, you may want to take a look at bash for the reasons they outline in the article. Automation of repetitive tasks, efficiency and time savings, consistency across systems, easy system monitoring and troubleshooting, portability and cross-platform use, customization and flexibility, and more. Bash can be seen as a gateway to other scripting and programming languages. It is a great place to start due to the low barrier of entry. Even if you're on a Windows system using WSL2, you can still take a stab at bash scripting. What's stopping you? The Mullvad Browser. Yes, folks, we have a new browser coming our way based on Firefox and the result of a collaboration between Mullvad, the VPN makers, and the Tor project. The Mullvad Browser inherits many of the Tor browser security mechanisms while excluding Tor network routing. There is no better time than now to consider taking a look, even if you just want a secure, separate browser for doing your banking and other sensitive tasks. Was it all a ploy to increase VPN subscriptions? A certain hub of adult entertainment starts enforcing a Florida age restriction mandate, and it leads to a 1,150% spike in Floridians wanting to use a VPN to mask their public IP addresses. It has been interesting watching the internet mature over the past 30 years. Once upon a time, you were more likely to have your credit card information stolen by donating on a church website than by using one of the many adult entertainment websites. It seems that in some part, the adult entertainment industry, for better or worse, has been in some part responsible for pushing security mechanisms. Is that what we have at play here? I'll let you be the judge. I'm just thinking out loud. Millions of Windows 10 PCs face security disaster. Yes, folks, it's one of those stories again. Anybody who frequents my midweek news updates knows that I have been encouraging people to either upgrade to Windows 11 if they can, buy a new PC if they can afford it, or consider using Linux so they are at least getting security updates. This article focuses on a region in Europe, including Austria and Switzerland, where over 35 million systems rely on Windows 10. The article has a quote from Thorsten Urbanski from ESET, who has encouraged the same advice I have been giving. He even mentions the same alternative operating system. The clock is ticking, folks. If you're still running Windows 10, at least start making a plan now. I know here in the US, in a few months, you'll be getting a tax return. Maybe it's time to plan to put that towards your next computer. If you want to continue using Windows, that is. And that, my friends, will bring us to the end of episode 109. I hope you will consider joining me tonight, January 8th, 2025, for a live stream at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you there.